A lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, but this is the truth. If you do want to gain some muscle or lose some fat, it is a calories in, calories out situation. Look, I get it. A lot of fitness influencers and coaches these days do preach the whole deep health situation. And just before you cancel me, I am wanting to say this. This is not a video about how best to get healthy. This is purely to put it into layman's terms as to how one will kind of lose fat or gain muscle. Now, without further ado, I'm going to pass this video on to someone who's an expert in the area. Hopefully I didn't disappoint you. Maybe you were hoping for someone who's actually smarter than me, someone like a Cliff Harvey or an Eric Helms or a Dr. Mike. But hey, you got me instead. I'll try to do my best. This is a bag, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill the bag with things. So as you can see, the bag is relatively full, pretty heavy, and it's pretty dense. So when you eat more food, you gain more weight. Sort of like me putting things into this bag here. This bag is relatively heavy because I stuffed basically a lot of things into it. Now let's go the reverse. Let's take things out of the bag. As you can see here, the bag is relatively light. This is because I took things out of the bag. And how this works with your body is that when you're trying to lose some weight, you have to take things out of your system, ideally fat mass. When we look at the calories in, calories out equation, it will always stand true. You cannot cheat a law of thermodynamics. How we achieve a calories in, calories out, or a deficit or a surplus is entirely up to you. There are many toolkits in a toolbox that you can use to achieve said result. So yeah, this bag represents your body. If you want to gain more weight, you have to put more food into the system in order to gain more weight. And of course, if you want to lose more weight, you have to take things out of the system. And how we achieve this is either being in a calorie surplus, in which you eat more food than you can burn, or being in a calorie deficit, which means you eat less food and you burn more energy. It's sort of like building a house. If you want to build a very, very strong and big house, you need a lot of materials. You can't just build a house with 3 planks of wood and nothing else. That's not a house. Conversely, if you're trying to clean out your garage, what you have to do is you've got to take things out of the garage. It doesn't matter how well you organize your garage, in the end of the day, the mess is still going to be in there in just a different organized form. As some parting words, calories in, calories out, or the concept of it is one of the best ways for you to lose weight or gain weight. But we do need to establish and understand that that is not the only toolkit in the toolbox to improve your overall health. If you have some mental health issues, seek a therapist. If you hate your job, maybe think of a career change. If you want to be better at your sport, and by doing so you know that you have a huge uptake in your overall well-being, then maybe you do want to consider hiring a coach or a sports coach to help you get better at your sport and improve your overall strength and conditioning as well. Just remember, calories in, calories out, and tracking for life is something that not everyone can do. Maybe you can, most of us can't. But hey, if you can, maybe you're just a robot, and who knows, I think we're all living in a simulation anyway, so maybe we're just a number in the system, and then maybe we should actually just be tracking our calories for years and years on end. What do you think?